everybody? Welcome back to Conspiracy Theory Thursday. I'm Ryan here with Alex today, and we are going to talk a little bit about our favorite ghost stories that we've had from the past. Now, me and Alex have gone many Stop the laughing, Alex. Stop. Oh, you want to bring up how you're possessed? I see. We'll get to that in a minute. But me and Alex have been to a lot.
I'm not possessed. You're possessed. Fuck you.
We've been to a lot of abandoned places, and so we have lots of cool ghost stories. And I guess we should just jump right into it because this is going to be a pretty long video with all the ghost stories that we have. Alex, you want to go first?
No, we got to split them up. What do you mean? We're not telling all the ghost stories.
Oh, no, dude. I thought we were going to tell the ghost stories, and then we were going to go into, like, the science of ghosts, and then, like, maybe, like, the third week of Halloween month, we could do, like, a different thing with ghosts. We're not telling all of our ghost stories at once?
No, Jesus Christ. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I've experienced a decent amount, and I know that you have too.
Yeah, so do you want to talk about...
Peace out, Uncle... Is it Quentin?
Yeah, Uncle Quentin. Uncle Quentin is with us in this room, most likely, but not physically. Probably creeping a lot of people out. Alex, do you want to start or do you want me to? Telling a story.
You start, because you got the... I mean, you can start with Uncle Quentin, but you also have the outside perspective of the night that made you think I was possessed.
Yeah, well, I was gonna start with actually my ex-girlfriend story because it was one that gives me chills to this day.
Okay.
So, my ex-girlfriend has a little sister who is like, at the time she was like 3 or 4 years old, and 3 and 4 year olds, like, they can talk and all that shit, but they're not like always like the most aware human beings on this earth. Like, I teach soccer to 3 and 4 year olds, and sometimes they do some really stupid shit when you're trying to teach them soccer.
They're like, "What's this, coach?" And you're like, "It's your thumb." And they're like, "I'm gonna stick it in Kevin's eyeball."
Yeah, pretty much. They pick up the cones and they're like, "Here, coach," and I'm like, "I don't really want you to pick up the cones marking the field right now, actually, but thanks." My ex-girlfriend said that she saw an old man and a little girl appear to her in her room one time, and then it was like a ghost appeared to her, and then they went away, and she didn't see him anymore after that. But her little sister after that started talking about how she was playing with old guy and stupid girl all the time, and she would go in the closet, and when she'd come out of the closet, that was good. She would talk about how she had been playing with old guy and stupid girl, and so they had the house blessed, basically. Which, if you're not unfamiliar with that, it's just a way to get rid of spirits and stuff, and it works. You know, I don't know about other religions, but the few times I've heard about them having a Christian priest come and bless the house, it's worked. But they blessed the house, and then my ex's little sister said, "Old guy and stupid girl are looking through the windows because they can't come inside anymore."
Oh yeah.
And my point is, she's 3, so like, she doesn't know. She doesn't know what blessing the house means. All she knows is that her best friends who were ghosts can't come inside anymore.
She goes outside, and the 2 ghosts are standing there, and she's looking at them, and they go, "Hey kid, your mom's a bitch."
Oh my god. Okay, let me adjust my mic here because I sat up. All right, Alex, your turn.
God, I'm yawning a lot. I apologize. I was laying on the couch.
Yeah, we're sleepy boys right now.
Mindlessly scrolling. Okay, so I don't know what other one that I can think of off the top of my head besides the one where you thought I was possessed.
Oh, so
do you want me to bring that up?
Yeah,
I can bring it up from my perspective,
okay,
and then you can like chime in. Okay,
Alex, go ahead.
So
buddy.
I'm spending the night over here, which I've always done like not super regularly, but like I'd say if you average it out like once a week, just like consistently through time. So I was over here one time. Was it like 2 years ago? Oh, no, it was last year. It was after I got back from the army.
Yeah.
Okay, so I came to spend the night, and we were hanging out.
I hate this so much.
And Ryan's got. Oh shit! Sorry,
cool.
my alarm went off.
Popeye's here now too.
Okay, so we're chilling in his room, and it was late. And like sometimes we get like stupid when we're like really tired, and we'd be staying up playing like Xbox late, like fucking around on Fallout or whatever. And like we'd get like where we would just laugh at nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like other people can relate to that, but I don't remember what we had done previously if we were down in the game room. But we ended up, going to bed, and I was on his futon, and he was in bed, and he had gotten this newer TV to where you could just like look up YouTube and shit on it. So I went on to YouTube, and I was trying to find like weird, funny shit.
Yeah, and then you found it started with, and this was like weird, but not like so weird that it was outside of like something
like
Alex would show me.
Teletubbies slapping each other's ass, kind of weird. I think is where it like started out. Not exactly, but
No,
like
it started
the level
off.
of weirdness.
It started out with Who Wants to Gnaw on Human Bones, and
well, no, it was even less weird than that. I feel like at first, and then it turned towards that.
All I remember is that you were obsessed with that video at the time.
Okay, yeah.
And
So
if you don't know what that is, it's like it's a song, and the song goes with
there's so many. I don't know if it's one instrument, but there's so many layers of it, and they're like all like out of tune, but like chime together, and it's like,
Who wants to gnaw on human bones? And over and over it again.
And in the video, it's like all grainy and weird. It's like on an old VHS camera.
Yeah,
and it's a dude prancing through a field.
Who looks like he's part of the KKK.
Yeah, and
like no lie, he looks like he's in the KKK.
It was weird.
I can hear. Just here. Here's a clip. Okay, so now that you've witnessed the horror that is that's where it started. But I didn't think Alex was possessed at that point. I was like,
you were like, you're a moron.
Yeah, I was like, Alex is being a dumbass again.
Okay, but then listen. So within that video, I found a playlist, and I remember this, and it was a compilation of like weird shit. But as the playlist went further, because like YouTube clumps like similar things together, as that automatic playlist went further and further, it got weirder and weirder. And there was like a fucking lady in this really ominous weird house sitting at the end of a table, and she looks like she's like dead, and then she's staring at the camera, and then the camera's slowly zooming in, and her face just drops into her food,
into her cereal bowl.
Yeah.
It's just like,
and it's
and
like
it's scary,
and it's weird.
It's fucked up. Like that anybody would watch that. Okay,
what was the one that I was laughing at?
The one that was the one that convinced me he was possessed, because until then, and another thing, he didn't have his glasses on.
Okay, yeah.
And
Listen,
Alex
so
can't see.
I've got -4 in each eye, -4 vision, and that means that like without my glasses on, like if I was like 5 feet away from Ryan, I couldn't distinguish I couldn't see very distinguishable parts of people's face. Like your nose would be a little blurry, your lips would be kind of blurry, like wouldn't see a jawline. I just see fucking eyebrows.
It's all blurred together with like the background and everything going on around.
Yeah, it's not like that bad, but I definitely, his TV was a good like 10, 11 feet away from where I was laying on the futon. And okay, Ryan,
and he's okay, so he's sitting up without his glasses on. Couldn't.
You woke up. You had fallen asleep, and then you said you woke up.
Yeah. I was like, okay, Alex is watching weird shit. This is gonna make it where I can't fall asleep, so I'm gonna go sleep now. And then I wake up and I look over at Alex, and Alex is sitting up on my futon, looking at the TV. I look at the TV and I will never forget the image on the TV because it was the most fucked up video I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not even gonna try to find it to show you guys because it would scare the shit out of me.
I don't remember which one it was.
It was like, so it starts and it's black and white, looks really old. It's on the outside of a train car. There's like all this like weird filler noise in the background, like yeah, and then it's like,
was it the lady in the corner?
Yes.
It was that one.
It goes into the it was either a train car or like a broken down building.
Yeah, I think it was a broken down building.
And in the I'm getting chills thinking about it. In the corner is
like a lady tied up in a chair.
Yeah, like no, she's like chained. She's sitting on the floor and she's like chained to the wall. But she has like no mouth. Her mouth is like probably like 3 feet like wide open.
And you can't completely distinguish things in it. You can just tell that it's super fucked up because it looks like it's like a video from like the 1940s.
Yeah.
Like it's
and inside of her mouth you can't see anything. It's dark. It's like the abyss.
And it looks like there's blood everywhere.
Yeah, and it's like a really messed up building, and it's like, and then there's like this demonic sound like playing backwards, like I literally like, got goosebumps on my legs. Yeah, you probably just quoted it word for word, you possessed motherfucker. And so and then Alex, the worst part, Alex is on the futon laughing. He's laughing.
How was I laughing?
He's like like he thinks it's the funniest thing he's ever seen. Like
I've looked for that video.
I found it again.
After the fact, because it's got some weird fucking name. It's really hard to find, but I found it and I couldn't make it like 10 seconds into it after that.
Yeah, I turned it off. I took it and turned it off, and then you went to bed. And then when Alex wakes up in the morning, he didn't remember a single thing.
Yeah, I did.
He said, I was asleep all night. And I was like, no, you were sitting there watching TV. And you were like, did I have my glasses on? I was like, no, they've been sitting on the coffee table. And you were like, I can't see your TV without my glasses, you Velma motherfucker. Yeah, and so I convinced Alex that he was possessed. At first he didn't want to accept it. I was like, Alex.
Well, because I felt like shit overall too. Like it was a weird feeling. I just felt like really heavy, and not in a depressed way either. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I just didn't feel right.
Yeah, and you were like, no, I'm not possessed. I'm not. And then I was like, yeah, you are. Yeah, because
I thought you were dumb at first, but then like I was like, interesting.
I was like,
I just kept looking into it, and I was like, maybe
I'm like, I don't think I'm like the most like spiritually connected to things, but I have like a sense of spiritual presence. Like I can feel when there's like other things in the room with me and stuff like that. And after that moment, could not shake the feeling. I was like, dude, you need to fix your shit, man. You're fecked. You're fecked right now. Stop doing things that make me.
Can you feel that Beelzebub's here?
He just rolled his eyes into the back of his head. That was gross, dude. Okay, now I don't know exactly how it went, but I know you went to an abandoned church after that. Which, by the way, if you get possessed, just go to a real church. Don't do that shit. But anyways, go ahead, Alex.
Why couldn't it just go to? Hold on.
What are you writing? He wrote 666, and then I don't know why you always do shit like this. It's not funny. He's drawing the satanic star. Stop, dude. I don't even want that shit in my house. I believe so heavily in that shit that it's gonna fuck you up. Burn it. Burn it right now.
Eat it?
Yeah, eat it.
No, because then I'm gonna get like fucking possessed. It's gonna be like in
dude, I don't want any
scary movie when that girl gets pinned up against the wall by the ghost and is getting fucked by the ghost.
No, I don't want any fragments of this in my house. Fuck you, dude. Tell the story.
Okay, so my ex-girlfriend from high school, she had a I don't want to say this to make it sound like a stereotype, but the gay men that I've encountered, at least through my ex, I don't know why her gay friends were like seemed to be like spiritually connected, but they weren't like religious either. But anyways, one of them, his name's Ethan. He fucking I was like, hey Ethan, I know you kind of know more about this shit than me, so I think I might be possessed, and I kind of wanted to go. I wanted to go to a priest and get them to like bless me or something.
And you should have.
But I couldn't. Nowhere would like how do you do that? Do you fucking like call like we've got this place called St. John's. What do you do? Call fucking St. John's and be like, can I speak to a priest?
I would have walked in on a Sunday and then waited until after like a service and gone up to him and been like, "Hey, I might be possessed." And if they're like for real, like in touch with the Lord, they'll take you seriously.
it just felt weird. I think the reason is I wasn't looking at Catholic priests at first. I was looking at like Protestant, and they just be like, "What? Go away."
I mean, they might.
No, at our church, dude, they wouldn't. They'd be like, let me just pray for you, God.
Maybe.
Yeah. So they wouldn't have done any.
But I
of the
mean,
traditional
isn't that
shit.
essentially like blessing? I mean, that's what they do when they bless a house. They come and
no.
pray.
They use like holy water. There's a whole other process. But
You
in
should have just done a
Protestant,
cannonball in the holy water.
with the Protestant reform, they don't use shit like that. But anyways, okay. So Ethan, he takes me. He's like, "Okay, I got you," and he took he burned sage. It was technically smudge, but sage is in like smudge sticks. But anyways, he took me to this abandoned church, and I was like, "Ethan, this doesn't sound like a good idea. I feel like an abandoned church is like the stomping grounds for like bad things." And he was like, because it was like halfway falling down and stuff, and I was like, I don't know, that just feels like kind of not right. But
it's technically holy ground.
He made a point. He was like holy ground is holy ground.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, you got a point there. And it just felt weird there though. But we drove out there. It was kind of dark, and Wait,
was your ex with you?
No, it was just me and Ethan.
Yeah.
This was after we'd broken. Because this was last year.
Yeah, dude, Ethan's a brave man for going by himself.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
because because I know that there's like different like levels of, I guess, either spirits, demons, whatever you want to call them. There's like different levels to where like some of them will fuck your shit, man. There's a story in the Bible, and you know, some people might not be religious, might not believe in this, but I believe in it, so I'm gonna tell it. There was a story in the Bible where some dude was like trying to go around and cast out demons, and he went to a possessed man, and he said, "In the name of Jesus, leave this man's body." And the demon said through the dude, he said, "I know who God is, and I know who Jesus is, but I don't know you." And then he basically beat the shit out of him and like 7 other dudes with his bare hands through the human that he was possessing. So you could have probably killed Ethan that night, but
that's pretty hot. I always keep a really big knife in my car.
Well, good thing you didn't use it on Ethan.
Okay, but yeah, so he just walked around me, and then he burned the sage all the way until it was like a little tiny nub, and then he threw it out. Oh, I got hiccups.
Is that it? Is that all he did?
Yeah, and then I think he like said some shit too, but he didn't. He like said it under his breath. So yeah, I felt a little better after that, but then I got on this kick and I was burning smudge in my room for a little bit, because I heard that you need to do it to cleanse like spaces too. So I like walked around my room with it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But I feel like it definitely, like, I felt a difference, but I didn't feel like it was like completely solved after the fact. I feel like the demon just got bored if I was possessed. He was like, I'm built different, so like he was like, well, I can't get him to fucking kill people, so like on to the next one.
He's like, this is no fun when he won't run over people with his car.
He's like, this guy just beats his dick like 8 times a day. Like, I'm sick of this shit.
I don't know. Maybe the demon's still in you, and that's why you beat your dick 8 times a day. Maybe he's just a horny motherfucker. You never know. I still think you should go to like a Catholic priest at least.
Well, now's not a good time because COVID. They're gonna be like, we can do a drive-by blessing, and then you like squirt. Have you seen that shit? The Catholic Church and them squirting holy water with a water gun at people.
I believe it. I sure do believe it.
I love it.
Wow. Yeah, so those are a few of our stories. I guess we're coming up on 20 minutes here. I hope you guys enjoyed these few stories, and then next week we're gonna tell more stories. We got a story about another abandoned house. We have, let me think.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're talking about that one. I'll have to find a video from that. That's when I fucking cut my knee open because I jumped off the porch.
But that one was one where 16-year-olds were killed execution style for stealing some dude's cell phone.
Yeah, in this house at like a house party, and like you go in there and it's just like, oh.
That's our first one that we've ever been in.
Yeah.
Allie has some stories that she's told me about before. And then I'm sure that there's a lot of others. There's a haunted hospital that we've been to before. Lots of good stuff.
Who?
Lester.
Was that? Did I? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys want to hear about that, be sure and show us some love. Leave a like. Tell us in the comments about how excited you are to be scared shitless next week on Conspiracy Theory Thursday. And yeah, other than that, stay safe. Have a good Halloween. And anything else, Alex?
Stay safe. Clear your plate. Try not to masturbate.